A new report finds researchers funded by Dr. Fauci's NIH tried to dismiss the Wuhan lab leak theory both early on and later on. The report accuses Peter Daszak, who ran EcoHealth Alliance, of orchestrating a letter signed by more than 24 scientists publicly rejecting the theory. In an email obtained by Vanity Fair, Daszak wrote, "You, me, and him should not sign this statement so it has some distance from us and therefore doesn't work in a counterproductive way. We'll then put it out in a way that doesn't link it back to our collaboration so we maximize an independent voice." Congressman James Comer is the ranking member of the House Oversight and Government Reform Committee. He joins us now. Congressman, thanks for being here. We have the emails. Finally, the left is admitting what was deemed to be absolutely conspiratorial at the beginning, partly because of letters like this. Now we know they were orchestrating a silencing, effectively, of the origins from the very beginning.
Yeah, absolutely. This is more evidence that Dr. Fauci and Dr. Collins with NIH orchestrated a spin campaign to make sure from the very beginning that anyone who tried to suggest that this was a lab leak theory was labeled a conspiracy theorist. The NIH used their grant funding as a piggy bank to reward people who would go along with this theory. You know, Dr. Fauci gets all the attention from the media about the origination of COVID-19 and all the cover-ups and everything. But I think EcoHealth Alliance has all the answers because, you know, our committee, the Republicans on the House Oversight Committee, proved that taxpayer dollars were going to EcoHealth Alliance, which were then using those tax dollars at the Wuhan lab to do gain-of-function research, which is illegal, even though Dr. Fauci lied about this to the Senate for over a year. I think that EcoHealth Alliance can answer a lot of questions, and when Republicans become the majority, hopefully in January, all the executives with EcoHealth Alliance are going to be asked to come before the House Oversight Committee. If they don't come, then they're going to be subpoenaed because they have the answers to what really went on. And these emails are more proof that there was a cover-up campaign from the very beginning, when we should have been focused on trying to get a vaccine, when we should have been focused on determining the origination of COVID-19. They were trying to cover this up.
We should have been having an earnest conversation about where it came from, which helps us identify it and fight it in the future. Instead, as you pointed out, they covered it up. Let's go to another cover-up, and I hope you do that with committee hearings, by the way. These two stories, what happened with the China virus and Wuhan and the cover-up that happened right away, is similar to Hunter Biden's laptop and the obsessive way in which the media suppressed that story in front of the 2020 elections. The House GOP, this is an interesting take, is now going to invite Hunter Biden to testify on cobalt mining because of his expertise on EV batteries. Feels a little tongue-in-cheek. If he's making so much money in these industries abroad, he must have expertise, right?
Exactly. You know, we want to get Hunter Biden before Congress. We have a lot of questions for Hunter Biden. So we've been looking for an opportunity to get Hunter Biden to come before Congress. The American people have a lot of questions about Hunter Biden's business dealings. So the Democrats, you know, when it comes to energy policy, they're having a real let them eat cake moment here when it comes to high gas prices. They think if any American is upset with paying so much to fill up their car, then they just simply need to buy an electric vehicle. They're taking this Green New Deal moment to the Postal Service. They're trying to electrify all the vehicles in the U.S. Postal Service. So they're having a committee hearing on it. And we suggested as a minority witness, you know, the Republicans get to have a witness for the committee. Let's have Hunter Biden there to talk about how important these rare earth minerals are, because he's made more money than anyone I know profiting from rare earth minerals. In fact, he negotiated a deal to sell a cobalt mine from an American company to a Chinese company. This gives China a further competitive advantage over us in the electric vehicle market, in the battery market. So why not have him come to Congress and talk about all of his expertise, because he's made a lot of money off this. He should know it.
Makes sense. 2013 deal, $2.65 billion acquisition by the Chinese of a cobalt mine. Hunter Biden right in the middle of it. Who better to provide the committee insight? Congressman Comer, thank you very much. And we hope that oversight does come in 22. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.